Hello Kamath learners! Welcome sa ating YouTube channel, Learn Math Beach. This is a part 4 of 2016 MTOP Elimination Stage Grade 8. Nagtapos tayo sa number 15 last time, so dito na tayo sa problem number 16. Actually, yung problem number 16 ay related doon sa number 15 last week. Kaya kung hindi mo pa napapanood yun, I will give the link on the description box below. So number 16 question, what is the perimeter of the trapezoid in number 15? Kagaya ng pinapakita sa screen, ang ating problem number 15 goes this way. Anna has 4 cardboard squares, each of which has side of length 6 cm. She decides to form a trapezoid by putting 3 squares side by side, cutting 1 square along a diagonal, discarding 1/2 and putting the other half at one end of the 3 squares. So kagaya na makikita nyo sa screen, ito yung tatlong squares. Tapos, meron tayong triangle kasi sinabi doon 1 square. So, yung 1 square, hinati sa kalahati, diagonally. So, ang tinatanong, what is the perimeter of the trapezoid in number 15? So, ang perimeter natin, alam natin, i-add lang natin ang lahat ng sides, all sides. So, meron na tayong 6 dito. 6. Ilang lahat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Or, 8 times 6 lang. 48 cm. Ngayon, ang kukunin na lang natin itong side na to. So, napansin niyo guys, nag-form siya ng right angle. Nag-form siya 90 degrees. So, ito, guys, ganito. So, 6 cm dito, 6 cm dito. Ang tanong, ano ito? Ito yung ating hypotenuse. So, napansin nyo guys, ito ay isosceles right triangle. Kasi, pareho yung, ito yung legs, ito yung sukat ng isang side, ito naman yung isang sukat pa. Pareho sila. Kaya isosceles right triangle siya. So, meron tayong shortcut dyan. Lalagyan lang natin ng square root of 2. 6 square root of 2. So, ito yung sagot natin, guys. Or kung gusto nyong gamitin yung hypotenuse na formula, C equals square root of A squared plus B squared, pwede rin. Pero ganun din yung maging resulta niya. A. Ito yung A, ito yung B. So, 6 squared plus 6 squared. C equals 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 36. C equals square root of 72. 36 times 2. C equals 6 square root of 2. So, same. So, ganun yun guys, no? Kapag nakita nyo na isosceles right triangle, tapos 6, copy mo lang yung 6, yung side nito, tapos lagyan mo lang ng square root of 2. So, i-add natin siya guys. I-add natin ito, tsaka ito. I-add natin silang dalawa. So, 48 cm plus 6 square root of 2 cm is 48 plus 6 square root of 2. So, this is the final answer. Hindi mo na siya pwedeng i-combine kasi mayroon siyang square root of 2. Okay guys, madali lang itong perimeter kasi i-add mo lang naman yung sides, all sides. Ang missing lang naman itong side na to. Alam natin na ito ay right triangle kasi nag-form siya ng right angle. At ito ay isosceles kasi dalawa, pareho sila. 6 cm, 6 cm din. So, ang formula ng hypotenuse pwedeng gamitin or yung shortcut kanina, kapag isosceles right triangle, ang hypotenuse lagyan mo lang ng square root of 2. Yun yung shortcut. So, this is the final answer. 48 plus 6 square root of 2 cm. Ito yung ating perimeter ng trapezoid. Next problem please. Okay, dito tayo sa problem number 17. If the product of two consecutive odd integers is 783, what is the sum of their squares? So ang ating solution guys, by prime factorization, 783, ipa-prime factorization natin. So meron tayong video tungkol dyan, GCF, LCM, LCD. Nandun yung ating prime factorization paano, step by step. Pakipanood itong video na to mamaya or I will give the link on the description box below. Pero patapusin mo muna tong video na to. So dahil alam natin ang divisibility rules, alam natin ang 783 is divisible by 3. Again, meron tayong video din tungkol dyan. Ilalagay ko rin sa description box below. Tungkol sa divisibility rules. So 783, kasi 7 plus 8, 15 plus 3, 18. So 18 divisible by 3. So 7 divided by 3 is 2. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Again, this is also divisible by 3. So 8. 21 divided by 3, 7. Divisible by 3 ulit, 2. 27 divided by 3, 9. So ito 29. Ito naman, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So therefore, yung two consecutive odd integers is 27 and 29. Pero hindi ito yung ating final answer. Bakit? Kasi ang tinatanong guys, what is the sum of their squares? So i-square natin sila guys, ganito. 27 square plus 29 squared. So 27 times 27, the answer is 729 equals, plus 29 times 29 is 841. So the final answer is 1570. So this is the final answer. So again guys, ginamit natin yung prime factorization para makuha natin yung two consecutive odd integers, yung 27 and 29. Tapos hindi ito yung final answer kasi sabi sa tanong, what is the sum of their squares? So always guys, check the question. Kasi minsan dyan nagkakamali yung sagot. Hindi napansin yung tinatanong. So 1570 is the final answer. Next question please. Okay, problem number 18 tayo. The number 9,979 is a 4-digit number, the sum of whose digits is equal to 34. How many such numbers exist? So, ang ating sagot dito guys is 10. 10. Why? Because, ganito. So, kapag i-add daw natin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 digits dapat. Tapos, ang sum daw ay 34. So, yun yung tanong, how many numbers, 4 digits, na kapag in-add ang digits ay 34. So, bakit 10? Kasi ganito yun. Paano natin nakuha? Kasi, di ba 34 yung sum? I-divide lang natin siya sa 4 digits. 34 divided by 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. So, remainder 2. So, guys, ito yung average ng digits. So, gagamit tayo ng 8. Pwede rin tayong gumamit ng 9. Kasi, ito yung average. At pwede rin tayong gumamit ng 7. So, ito lang guys. Ito lang. Yung tatlong digits na pagpopokusan natin. Kasi, kung bababa pa dyan, hindi na siya 34 yung sum. Kasi 4 digits lang siya, guys. No? So, kaya natin siya dinivide sa 4. Ngayon, halimbawa, guys, 7 muna. Diba, 4 yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halimbawa guys, 7. 34 minus 7 is 27. So 27 divided by 3 equals 9. So ito, tatlong 9 na siya. So ganun lang guys, no? So Using this pattern, pwede natin siyang i-rearrange. So, ganito guys, nailipat lang natin siya dito. 7,999. Kasi 7 plus 9, 16 plus 18, 34. So guys, ililipat lang natin siya, i-rearrange natin siya hanggang sa makabuo tayo ng 4. Kasi ganito. 9, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 7. Napansin nyo guys, yung number 7 natin guys, ganito. Nililipat-lipat lang natin siya. So, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Ano na yung 6? Saan natin nakuha yung 6? Kasi, tapos na tayo sa 7 at 9, dito tayo sa number 8. So guys, halimbawa guys, no, ito. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, halimbawa, yan, 8. So, 34 minus 8 is 26. Minus 8, 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So, dalawang 9. So, using this, pwede natin itong rearrange. Dito tayo sa taas. 8, 8, 9, 9. Next is 8, 9, 8, 9. Napansin nyo guys yung 8 natin pa ganun. Parang kanina. 8, 9, 9, 8. Gusto ko lang gawing ganyan kasi para hindi tayo malito. Ngayon ba? Okay. So, meron pa tayong tatlo dyan. Doon naman tayo sa 9. Doon tayo mag-start sa 9. 9, 9, 8, 8. 9, 8, 9, 8. 9, 8, 8, 9. So, napansin nyo guys, meron tayong nabuo na ganito. So, ilan lahat? Ilan lahat ng na 4-digit number ng sum ng digits ay 34? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, the final answer is 10. 10 numbers. This is the final answer. 10 numbers. Or simply 10. Okay, so next problem please. Okay, so dito tayo sa number 19. If 10 raised to 10 plus 10 raised to 10 plus hanggang sa last term niya is plus 10 raised to 10 equals 10 raised to x, what is x? So ito daw ay 10 terms. So ating solution guys, pwede nating i-add ng 10 raised to 10, yung ano-mano, or yung shortcut natin, i-multiply na natin siya sa 10. Okay? So, ganito. 10 times 10 raised to 10 equals 10 raised to x. Kasi yung ibig sabihin nito, 10 beses mo siyang i-multiply dito. Parang ganun din. Inadd mo siya ng 10 beses. Okay? Tapos, alam natin ang exponent nito, ang pinaka-base niya is pareho-pareho sila. 10 raised to 1 times 10 raised to 10 equals 10 raised to x. Alam natin, napansin nyo, pag minumultiply natin ng exponent, alam natin, i-add natin yun, no? Yung exponent. Meron tayong video tungkol sa laws of exponents. Paki-check ang video na ito mamaya or I will give the link on the description box below. So, ganito, 10 raised to 1 plus 10 equals 10 raised to x. So, 10 raised to 11 equals 10 raised to x. 11 equals x. The final answer is 11. So, nakuha ba guys? Again, ito yung exponent nito ay 1. Tapos, ito naman 10. Pareho sila ng base, kaya pwede nating i-add. Kaya in-add natin sila. 10 raised to 11. Ibig sabihin ng x, ang exponent daw ay 11. So, this is the final answer. Next problem please, last but not the least. Okay, dito tayo sa problem number 20. An iron cube of side 16 cm is melted down and is used to make 8 smaller iron cubes of the same size. What is the length of the sides of a smaller iron cubes? Kagaya na makikita niyo sa diagram, meron tayong 16 cm by 16 cm by 16 cm. Ito yung malaking iron cube. Ito daw ay hinati sa 8. 8 smaller iron cubes binanggit sa ating problem of the same size. Kaya ang tinatanong, what is the length of the sides of a smaller cube? Ang answer natin dito, final answer is 8 cm. Bakit 8 cm? Kasi ganito sa ating diagram, 'di ba? Ito ay 16 cm. Dinivide natin siya by 2. Kasi 4, bali itong cubes na to, itong malaking cube, hinati sa 8, kaya merong 4 smaller cubes sa taas, at meron ding 4 smaller cubes sa baba, kaya 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Tapos sa baba, 4 din, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. So, okay ba? Pwede nyo namang gawin is volume equals S cube. So, 16 times 16 times 16. Tapos, i-divide nyo siya sa 8 and then i-cube root nyo siya. Ganon din yung sagot natin. So, the final answer is 8 cm. Okay, so maraming salamat sa panonood ng video na ito. Kung nakatulong sa iyo ang video na ito, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Learn Math Page. Pakiabangan mo ang Part 5 ng 2016 MTOP Reviewer Math Challenge Elimination Stage Grade 8. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because in our channel, you will find and learn a simple and clear explanation to math lessons and ideas, and also a step-by-step solution to math problems para ma-improve mo rin ang problem-solving skills mo. Kaya laging tandaan ang ating outro message: every problem, there is and there's always has a solution. So, love lots, keep smiling, and keep learning. Bye! See you in our next video. Thank you.